The Breakfast Show with April Malloy. She's the Boss Radio.
It's not just a place to go, it's more like coming home.
Good morning, everybody. You've tuned in with April Malloy's Breakfast Show. We're talking about the most unbelievable things and issues and things that us conservative Jews as viewpoints and what we think about it. And we would like to hear your opinion. Your opinion counts. Call us at 212-960-8290, 212-960-8290, and tell us what you think. We'd love to hear from you and be a guest on our show. So, we had the Grammy Awards recently. I don't know if everybody watched it, but if you didn't, here they are talking about the one that won was something to do with, girls, as a Jew, I just can't say it out loud, privates, but they were very vulgar in content in regards to their song and their show and, rubbing each other's, in the show. And I just, as the founder of Women Empower Us, I'm just absolutely appalled that these women would actually think that's empowering when actually it's demeaning to a woman. We've got all these issues going on where you hear, this Governor Cuomo's got all these sex, attacks. But yet we've got other women out there that is demeaning us women as if we're nothing more but objects to be used, abused, and thrown away. I'm just, this is not empowering. Empowering is knowing that you are so beautiful and so valuable, good enough to marry, not just to be used as a toy. Like we're human beings. We have feelings. Women are very internal beings. We take everything on the inside. We take it to our heart. That's why women get serious too quick. Because to them, it's not just a mere, we're being physical. We take our emotions. We take you inside. So, we have to be more conscious on our value here and stop devaluing women. You've got here they're taking out books and, they're no good. Like, what's Cat in the Hat? Come on now, really? But yet something like that is more looked upon and given an award. I mean, where have we gone wrong, folks? We live in a world where people are being beat down in the streets. We have no conscience. We are just killing hundreds of millions of babies, especially in the African community. And I find that very, literally disgusting, in my opinion, because we're talking about human beings. We all bleed the same. And, I'm a Republican. I believe on the side of ending slavery, not taking our jobs and giving them to people that actually, and paying them nothing, not even enough to eat. I don't know how people can actually, especially the religious side, they could just go and worship and they don't even think about, oh my goodness, I'm paying somebody only $50 a day. That's not even enough to eat. Imagine if that person has children. I mean, we have really gone wrong. Tell us what you think, guys. I mean, here we buying all of our stuff from China, right? That whole scenario, it's like people are in sweatshops. Does everybody know what's going on here? But we can't even survive right now in America. We can't even get real jobs. I mean, if you're a woman in a male-dominated industry, which everybody knows, I'm a general contractor, been featured on Fox News. We got unfair trade practices, and I won't be subject to that with my men, because I'm never going to be any longer put in a position where my men are not paid because I didn't get paid, and my ex has pushed me to extreme measures. Domestic violence is real, guys, and we have got to stop. We have got to stop hurting one another. We're supposed to be loving our neighbor as ourselves. And, like hurting our children is not loving our neighbors as ourselves. And if everybody don't realize that having these abortion clinics on almost every corner in the neighborhoods that is predominantly African American, if that's not racism, I don't know what is. That is racism. And then we have people getting awards for demoralizing a woman and seeing a woman as just a piece of meat. No wonder we've got issues today where people are not valuing themselves, and they're just sleeping around. They don't even, obviously, they're not even thinking. Like I said, I'd been in long relationships. I was, on and off with somebody for 6 years, and then single again for 3 years, and then my other ex 12 years, and my first husband died in a car accident, and I was with him for 4 years. So it wasn't like, I understood what was really going on until, my ex-boyfriend I dated for a year. I got caught up in the papers with him, and, another guy that I just thought I was going to date him. I didn't know that this is what they do. This is, they look at women. We are nothing but animals to use and throw out at convenience. And if you get pregnant out of an accident, inconvenience, we need to just kill. And, we have to stand for something. If you want to just stand with what everybody else's opinion because it's the popular opinion, where is your own mindset? Where's your own thoughts? People say, well, you're a Jew, you're a conservative Jew. Nobody's going to like you. I said, well, you know what? Some people are going to love me and some people are going to hate me. I'm about employing and empowering America. So it's okay to be alone. I learned how my voice can be heard by having my own shows, having my own radio station. I took my power back. I was not going to wait around for a PR guy to say, oh, I'm going to get you over here, and you can get your message out and you can inspire others. I got tired of that. I decided to be my own boss. That's why it's called She's the Boss. You got to own it, and you got to know how to live and grow. If your work is being hammered because someone's seen you rise up, you got to find your voice and you got to take back your life. And, I started learning how to mix music and then learn how to do all the coding and back end and get myself on all these platforms and, start hitting the millions of listeners. We're on one directory. It's got 3 million listeners. We're, monetizing that. I can't be stopped and can't be shut up. Because I'm an American. My mother her family came here, which is my grandparents. My grandfather got in the U.S. Army and served this country and died for this country from getting Agent Orange in Vietnam. And he died with honor, obviously. And prior to that, our family goes from Germany to France, and before that, back to Israel. They were Hebrews, both sides of my mama's family, which is irony, but it just happened that way. And then I had a great-grandmother survive the Holocaust. So, it's like my family's already went through the hell and the storms. And, my mother's side from the Crusaders, their last name was Drew Lard. You can look this up. We fought a civil war against the Crusaders. They found out that our original name was Durin, and before Durin, it was Montatanu. We were the ones that brought in the menorah. That's my family lineage. We go back to King Solomon days. There's not very many original Jews. So, when you talk about, we really have made it through it all. We are a miracle. I'm a miracle. I will be telling my story later on this afternoon. It's called The Riding of Hashem. You don't want to miss it. It's a powerful story. It's real life. I have witnesses, God, as I say in Hebrew, Hashem, He has always left eyewitnesses in my story. So I have had my own injustices and beat down in the streets and a hate crime just for being pregnant. So we have got to stop, guys, and we got to stand up for others. And if you see something that doesn't seem right in the street and somebody's getting attacked, we need to defend them, even if it means our life, because we got to stand for something. Whatever happened to the heroes, people that walked around with honor and loyalty and honesty, and they wouldn't take one penny that didn't belong to them. Whatever happened to those days, we need to bring that back for our children's sake. We need to have our next generation loving one another. So, I decided that I was going to be the voice that inspires the world with my story. I decided I wasn't going to hide in a closet because I can't change lives hiding in a closet. I decided that I was going to fight a good fight, and I would never be shut up. I have had yesterday on my America Breaker Silent Show, guys, I know you see it got deleted, but because I deleted it, but I will be adding them back and telling my story in a different light, but mainly because some people want to hide. They want to put things under the rug. They want to try to threaten you or use other people to threaten you for speaking your truth. And, I was abused as a child by my own father before I became an orphan. And it was extreme severe. And I don't say it lightly. I'm an overcomer, literally. And if you don't want people to know about things, you don't do it. Don't hurt your children and think that it's going to go under the rug. What you do today defines your tomorrow. If you plant seeds of love, you're going to receive love. You plant seeds of hate, you shall receive hate. It's like a curse. It's like you're going to be blessed or cursed. You have to pick. And, life is, I'm going to pick right side, I'm going to pick left side. Everybody think there's a gray area. There's not a gray area, folks. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If you go in a store and you steal, it's wrong. You have to know the difference. Somebody owns that. Somebody you're hurting them. We got to love our neighbors as ourselves. Thanks for tuning in to April Malloy's Breakfast Show.